So hello and welcome back to some new coins. My name is Glenn and I'm a seller and a collector of currency. So we'll look at the actual banknote last, but I actually have got some new East Caribbean and Icelandic coins, and we'll just go quickly through them and we'll see what I have actually got. So I have actually separated them. So the actual coins I actually have two bronze coins, and you can see here East Caribbean territories. So they actually started issuing coins in 1955, as you can see in this coin, under Elizabeth II, and actually replaced the UK coinage that was in circulation. So the actual 1 cent is the same size as a halfpenny coin, because the exchange rate was 1 East Caribbean dollar equals 4 shillings and 2 pence. So that was the actual exchange rate. I don't have a 50 cent, but that's the same size as a 2 shilling coin or a florin. So that's why, if you actually ever get these coins, you're wondering, oh, these look a bit similar. So the 2 cent is the size of a penny, and that's the actual exchange rate when they actually introduce these coins. 1 penny equals 2 cents. This one's actually quite large. I actually like this coin. Large bronze coin, 1955. So this one has a mintage less than 10 million. If you go to Numistar, it says 5.5 million. That's the actual highest minted. So if you get East Caribbean coins, 1955 always is the highest minted. And for this one, 1963 with 250,000 is the lowest minted. And these coins were minted till 1965, and then they didn't mint any coins to 1981. So that's a 16-year hiatus in coin issuance. And these circulated up until 1981 when they were withdrawn. Then we have the 5 cent. So this is a brass coin, has a ship. And I actually purchased this set just for this one coin because I actually don't have it. So nickel brass, not just a brass. This brass will be copper and zinc along with nickel. So this is probably has a high percentage of copper and zinc. Nickel's probably less than 25%, because then the actual colour starts to turn white if it's more than 25%. So 1965 has a mintage of 2.4 million. Yeah, quite low. But East Caribbean, the population even now is about, I think about 600,000. So it's still quite low. 62, 1.3 million. 1963 with 200,000 is the coin you want to get. There's also proof coins as well. The mintage of those is actually quite low. And here's a look at that crap on it. So the actual boat that's on these is called the Golden Hind of Sir Francis Drake, 1542, 1596. You can find information on that ship on Wikipedia. So that's a ship that they used to explore the actual Caribbean. And here we have the effigy of Cecil Thomas. So this is the colonial effigy. It was used in Hong Kong. I think it was used in Fiji. So anywhere where they didn't have pretty much self-government, the government was actually appointed by the British. So it wasn't used in Australia or New Zealand, which had their own governments separate from the UK. You can see the reading's a bit different. Maybe that's because of circulation. Then we have the 10 cent. So this would have been equivalent to threepence. Threepence? No. The 5 cent was equivalent to threepence. So if the 2 cent was 1 penny, this will be 2.5 pennies. So pretty much a threepence. And this one was equivalent to a sixpence. although, 5 pence, 6 pence, it's actually smaller than a 6-pence coin. Do I have a 6-pence on the table? Should have a 5-cent coin from Australia somewhere. Stuff it. I've got a 5 toa coin from Papua New Guinea, same size as 6-pence. As you can see, it's actually a little bit smaller, so it's probably bigger than a 6-pence. I do a 6-pence somewhere. I've got a 3-pence, so I use a 3-pence. So as you can see, this is in between a 3-pence and a 6-pence in value. So this one also has that ship, and this is a copper nickel coin. And these coins are actually pretty low value, probably like $1 or $2 each. So 5 million, and I've got actually quite a few of these. I don't really need these coins, so these ones I'm probably going to resell. So 64, I'll probably keep the 64 one. It's 1.4 million. Not the lowest mint, but the lowest mint that I've actually got so far. And then we get there's another coin I didn't show, 65. And here's the actual current coin. So as you can see, this is a nickel plated steel. So I went from copper nickel to nickel plated steel. And as you can see, it has the Golden Hind, the same ship. So I changed the name from British Caribbean Territories to East Caribbean in 1981. And this has the IRB effigy, and this is the actual current effigy. Not too sure if they're actually going to change it. Not too sure if New Zealand's going to change their effigy. So that's worth about 5 Australian cents. And the lowest coin in circulation now is the actual 5-cent coin. So here we have 2 1 and 2 cent coins, odd shape. These were introduced 1981 and used up until 2002 when they introduced new coins. All the coins are rounded, but these ones have been demonetized now since mid last year, so mid 2020. You can no longer use these. You can probably exchange them at the bank up until whenever. So if you actually want to change, they could credit your account, or you take 5-cent coins and they'll give you 5-cent coin back. So they're actually quite nice. Aluminium coins, because the aluminium, they actually damage quite easily. Then we have the 25 cent. As you can see, it's the same ship. This one's actually quite damaged, as well as the one we just saw. Yes, someone's actually stabbed it. So pity it's actually a low mint coin. 63. So if you look at numeracy, you can actually find the actual mintages. So then we have another 63. So these are actually all pretty common. 63, 480,000. 57, 800,000. So I'll probably keep one of the 63s. And here's an actual current coin, 89. And here we actually have a $1. So this one I don't use anymore. They actually changed it to a round coin, and it's actually nickel plated steel. So copper nickel ones have probably been taken out because they can actually make more money on the nickel. And it should be reeded, but as you can see, it's so circulated. That's just plain. And this one has, it's one is reeded, one is smooth, reeded, and it goes around like that. So that's actually nice. I wish that the East Caribbeans would actually introduce something else apart from that damn ship on the actual coins. So, and then we have Iceland. So here we have the post-independence coins. Independence was in 1944. And the currency is 1 krona, because 100 öre. Iceland. And these ones range in the mintage of 1 to like 5 million. You can find that on Numistar. 58 seems to be quite common. So I've got quite a few of those. 53, 58. And then we have the 2 ore. So this one was not issued in the post-independence coins. 1942 was the last issue. I believe it had a mintage of like 2 million. So I just got this coin lot basically for this 2 ore and the 5 ore. And this 5 is 1940. 1940 has a mintage of 1 million. And the population of Iceland at this time is probably about 100,000 or less. So 1 million is actually quite a lot of coins at Iceland. And Iceland Kingdom, then we have another 40. And Christian the 10th of Denmark. So that's who the CX actually stands for. And here we have 1942, mintage of 2 million. So the 40 and 42 were minted in London from the information I have, because Denmark was actually occupied by Germany at the time. So then we have got another one. So we've got 25 there. We have 10 ore, and as you can see, they're actually quite small coins. So 62 is a copper nickel coin. Then in 71 they actually issued aluminiums because inflation actually reduced its value. So you got copper nickel aluminium. 74 was the last year they minted the aluminium coin. And then in 1942 they issued zinc coins. So these are actually not that great. So I'll probably keep one of these. And here we have an independence coin. So this one is a 951. Christian the 10th. And Kingdom. So it has a coat of arms of Iceland. So these ones are a few dollars each. Does that look a bit damaged? Oh yes, it is too. Damn, that's a pity about that. Not too sure. It doesn't look damaged on the actual side, so that's a bit strange. Anyway, so that's actually why I got those. And then got some current coins from Iceland. So these ones I don't really need. But a curious thing here is there is an error. So on the date you can see, looks like the actual die is breaking down. So the actual 2 has cuds on it, and so does the 8 and the zeros as well. And if we turn it around, so 2008 coins look for this type of die breakdown. I've got 2 dated, actually I've got 3. One's normal and the other 2 are like this. So I think I'll keep that one. Nice error coin with is that sturgeon and the guardian animals of Iceland. So you got a giant, a bull, an eagle, and a dragon. Cool. So that is my new pickups. East Caribbean, Iceland. I'll only keep a few of these coins and the rest I'll probably just resell. They don't, I shouldn't have problems actually reselling. So the actual banknote. Okay, so this one is a French banknote. So this is a Signet. And if you can see the actual watermark. So you got a watermark there. So 50 sols. So this is worth 2.5 livre. In the English equivalent would have been roughly £2.5. But you know, France actually suffered some devaluation of the actual currency. So you got watermark, so Republic font shares, and you also got imprints. So this banknote is from 1792. Actually very common. I think I paid like $10 for this banknote. That included postage. So we've got series 271, January the 4th, 1792. And you've got other information that I can't read French. But here we actually have the Declaration of Human Rights on this side. And here we have justice holding the scales. So the scales represent if you have too much on one side, then you are guilty. But if it balances out, you are innocent. So 50 sols, 50 sols. And on the other side, it's just plain. So it is actually a very interesting series that will go with my actual French banknote collection. Because the only other series from the 1700s that's actually a little bit more expensive but still easy to get is the United States continental currency. But anyway, inflationary currency started in 1700s. Actually, more like 1200s in China, but those banknotes are actually very expensive. Most of them didn't survive the 800 years. And I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope it was educational and entertaining. And leave a comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.